With the deadline to pass bills out of committee behind us, activity at the Capitol is really cranking up as lawmakers and lobbyists push to turn their proposed legislation into law. Jason continues our coverage of the 58th legislature with eCapitol News Director Shawn Ashley.
Shawn, it looks like taxes and fees the state collected in February are holding fairly steady. What does the state treasurer's office have to say?
Yes, State Treasurer Randy McDaniel issued his monthly report this week. And what it shows is that for the month of February, collections were down, but less than 1%. They totaled $950.8 million. Now, since March of last year, monthly growth receipts had been below the prior year collections every month except one. And that was in July when we were coming out of the delayed income tax period. If you look over the last year, our collections are down, but our individual income tax collections are only down a little less than 1%, while gross production tax on oil and natural gas is down about 43%.
A bill protecting law enforcement from the practice of doxing passed the Senate, but not without some resistance. What does the bill do?
Yes, what this does is to prohibit the use of a law enforcement officer's personal information, his address, family members, from being posted on social media sites so that the individual can be harassed or intimidated. It also prohibits the use of photographs and video from being posted and used in a similar way. It's that latter part, the photos and videos, that have some people concerned, because under existing Oklahoma law, it is legal to take pictures and video of officers in the performance of their duties.
A bill which reforms the state's scrap metal laws is named after a fallen Tulsa police officer. It's advanced. What does the Senate Bill 1 do?
Yes, the bill is named for Sergeant Craig Johnson, who lost his life last June in a shooting in Tulsa. He had been working on this bill with lawmakers for a number of years because of the explosion of scrap metal theft across the state. Senator Chuck Hall said the purpose of the bill is much like our pawn shop legislation and laws in the state, which requires certain amounts of identification in order to trade with a pawn shop. It will also be necessary for a scrap metal dealer. The point, Senator Hall said, is so that an individual can follow the law more easily than currently.
Shawn, as always, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Guys, thank you. And one other notable piece of legislation has advanced. Parents are now one step closer to being able to transfer their children to another public school anytime during the school year. Senate Bill 783 eliminates the two open transfer periods and allows parents to apply for the transfer to another public school year-round. Senator Adam Pugh is the bill's author. He told the Senate the measure gives parents more control over their children's education while slightly altering the authority of local school boards.
It does allow for the local school boards to set their capacity. It allows for the local school boards to continue with existing statutory guidelines on denial of transfers, which would include discipline issues, legal matters, or truancy. The big change is that it does take away the ability of the sending school to say no.
Senate Bill 783 now heads to the House after winning approval by a vote of 32 to 15.